Some people will say that the most decent way to break up with a lady is by taking her out before letting her know. Pedro was about to do the same to his girlfriend Loretta, but it then started on a wrong note when he dipped his hand into his pocket. Ladies get it wrong most times with such a move, especially ladies who have waited too long for him to propose. Loretta excused herself for a minute to go talk with her friend Angela. It's going to be a wonderful experience, with the man she has built her world around. Angela will always be there to support her. Loretta came back and thought that she was ready for what is to come when he broke the news to her. He handed over the key to her house, which she thought was a ring, and left. It's been 2 days now, and Loretta couldn't get a hold of herself. Angela, who is her friend and work colleague, is the only one Loretta had got. Angela wanted to know why Pedro quitted the relationship. Pedro gave his reasons that he needs a woman who can take care of his kids and not be engrossed in her job as a career woman. Yes, it may be okay that some men don't like overambitious women, but is that all there is to why Pedro wanted this? Loretta thinks it was still a joke and had to go find her man in their regular spot, or maybe she bumped into them again. She finds him with a lady who looks older than him. Loretta just didn't care. All she wanted was her man back. She was messed up like a piece of trash for all to see. Would I say that sometimes men don't know what they want for Pedro to have gone for a hag than a beautiful lady like Loretta? Her world had already fallen apart with the viral video. Angela wants her to move on, but it doesn't come that easy to start over again. This time, Loretta doesn't care about work or anything outside Pedro. Angela tried all she could to help her friend by writing to their boss on her behalf for 1 month leave of absence to attend to pressing needs, which was granted. Angela also insisted that Loretta stays in her house for a while pending her recovery. Although it hasn't been easy for Angela also, as Loretta kept having nightmares of her lost Pedro. In actual sense, Loretta doesn't deserve this. It's been 4 days now since the heartbreak. Loretta kept calling, hoping that he would pick up his call. Angela wouldn't allow her to lose her job all because of a man. But should work be Angela's worry now? Sometimes your friends could mean well for you, but they go the wrong way trying to help and also thinking that it's the best interest for you. Should you blame them?
No.
We all just find better ways to manage each other's imperfections with the hope that things get better. Angela thinks that she's trying her best from her perspective, but Loretta doesn't see things that way. Days later, Angela's cousin Emeka came into town for his research in one of the universities. Loretta heard a male voice and rushed down, only to find this handsome-looking man who was stunned by her beauty. But she didn't care even after the introduction. Loretta believes her friend planned all these for her to meet with her cousin, which Emeka had no idea about except for her hostile behaviors. He wanted to know what the problem was at the dining table. Angela told him all that happened to Loretta. He thinks that she needs help. All he needed was an opportunity from her to let him in. The next morning, Loretta came worried about the frequent picture of Pedro and his new girl. This was beginning to irritate Angela when Emeka got the opportunity he wanted. They had to talk about it, and his kind words had a huge relief on her. Sometimes it takes only one act of kindness and caring to change a person's life. Loretta could not only smile again, but have someone to confide in after days. These are the little things that people around us need, but we fail by imposing on them what we think that they want. Angela gave credit to him for bringing her back alive. She thinks it's high time she resumed office. Emeka believes that healing is a process and shouldn't be rushed. Yes, he's right. Learning and mastering the act of kindness makes people seen around you. Loretta kept running to who she could call her comforter. Aside from his genuine act of kindness, he wouldn't stop gazing at her. He thinks that she deserves better and always finds a sweeter way to tell her how unkempt she was rather than make her feel lesser of herself. Everyone needs such a personality in their lives, especially in downtimes like this. People one can pour out their hearts to without being judged, a place one can rest one's shoulders without being overburdened. If only you understood what it means to be in a real heartbreak. It's hard to be made whole again, but she came back strong to Angela's surprise. All thanks to Emeka. But what do you say about humans and their imperfections? People will definitely trust you when you have mastered the act of being humane. Although Emeka got it wrong this time, what was he up to? You may want to find out. Emeka never stopped caring for a minute. Ladies like to be pampered even when they think that men love to be pampered the most. Loretta wasn't feeling too fine with the stress that comes with her menstrual cycle. Amika had to surprise her with a care pad. These are little things most men would feel like being a weakling. One morning, Angela was still worried that her friend hadn't put herself together to resume office when she surprised everyone. Yes, everything takes time to heal, especially when it has to do with one's emotions. Loretta's boss was so excited to see her and couldn't wait for her to save the company from losing a major client. This could be what Pedro complains more about, like she working all night, but Emeka would do anything to support her. You can literally spot the difference between these two guys. Everything was fine again with Loretta when she saw something familiar. It was Pedro's car. This was not even Pedro himself, but his car could dumbfound her. Emeka thought he had everything under control until he could feel her craving more for Pedro. Perhaps he feels something for her but hasn't had the courage to tell her. All he did was ask questions as a caring person he has always been. Amika has been thinking lately and suddenly sprang up to a surprise. But could it be? He had something new and better to write about. Could you believe that he has been using Loretta's heartbreaking tale as a case study to aid his research? Loretta came into his room the next morning to look for him, only to find out all the Emeka had been up to. She read a bit of it and wanted to know if this guy was for real. She confronted him when he came back, but the dude was defenseless. Could it be that Amika never felt anything genuine for her? Amika believes he has lost her completely. His sight now irritates her. Angela wants him to take it slowly. She will definitely come around. Amika also wouldn't dash his hopes into thin air. Let's also say that he also mastered the act of atonement, and with the help of Angela, she just had to forgive him. Loretta had been having difficulty on a project for days now. She couldn't find a solution around it. Amika just knows how to be her problem solver. He gave her the best idea she never thought about to help her project, and he was rewarded with the best surprise he had never gotten in a lifetime. Who knows what is going through his mind now? Let's say Loretta has been so fortunate ever since Emeka came into her life. But sadly, she doesn't seem to see his efforts. As a matter of fact, she just got promoted by her boss for helping the company to secure the contract that they almost lost. The ladies were happy and couldn't wait to tell him while he was away on a short trip. Angela was already inquisitive about her friend having anything deep with her cousin brother, but she rather shy away rather than telling Angela. Perhaps she's falling for the dude. But guess what? Pedro is back. He is the last person Angela wants to see, but it is what it is. Loretta looks helpless seeing the man who toils with her heart. Nobody will be happy to see this happen, as Loretta has always wished that he returns. After he had left, Angela wanted to be sure of what she just saw. Loretta will always defend him as it turned into an argument between the ladies when someone came knocking. It was Amika. He tried to know what the problem was, but the ladies seemed to be upset at the moment. It was sad to see her leave, but also surprising to see her choose her demon over a sweeter angel, even when Amika had to open up to her about how he feels about her. Loretta doesn't care. All she thinks about is Pedro. Perhaps she's not sure of this angel, so staying with her demon is preferable. Angela also wants the best for her friend, even though she doesn't know the right way to go about it. She wants Amika to make an effort in convincing her about her wrong choices. Amika thinks that she is right. Giving up because people didn't see your effort doesn't mean that you're a failure. Loretta was already enjoying her lost boyfriend's company. She wished it could be like this every day, but something happened. She mistakenly called him Emeka without knowing. Pedro wanted to know who Emeka was. It got so bad that he accused her of sleeping around while he was away and walked away. So sad to hear that little things like this can mean a lot to your partner. She couldn't wait to tell her friend what happened. Angela doesn't even care about Pedro. She just wants her friend to see the brighter side that she may be in love with Emeka to have called his name. While Angela was putting in the effort on her own end to make her see that Pedro wasn't good for her, Emeka also did not relent, but he called her at the wrong time. Pedro warned him never to call his girlfriend again if he wants to remain alive. Loretta came in to find her man furious and warned her to desist from any form of communications with him. In order to save her relationship, She had to give Emeka a piece of her mind to stop calling her, or she would be forced to block him. Emeka had one question for her before she left. He asked her if she was happy, but she walked out. This is one question everyone knows the truth about deep inside. I really don't think Loretta is happy because before that day, Loretta told Pedro that she got a better offer at an advertising agency to advance her career, but he told her to reject the offer, and as a matter of fact, the success of every woman is how she manages her home. This is one thing Emeka would always give her his full support. The other day, he came back very late from heaven knows where to meet his woman who was tired and not feeling too well. The dude doesn't care and wanted her to go prepare something fresh for him to eat at such an odd hour. This began to resonate with her that Emeka wouldn't treat her in such a callous manner, but rather with care and kindness like the other time. Let's say that it's all in the past now. Emeka is willing to move on. He applied for a fellowship program which has been granted. This literally means that he will be leaving with an option for a slot. Angela wants him to tell Loretta about the opportunity before leaving. He finally had to tell her, but she wasn't interested. Her mind was already made up. Emeka gave her 3 weeks to think about it, and if he doesn't hear from her, then at least he tried. It's funny how everything can happen in a short time when the truth is about to be revealed. She walked into the room when a notification beeped in Pedro's phone. His little funny secrets were revealed as Loretta heard everything about how he intentionally left her for other ladies and would come back when he's ready to settle with her for marriage. This literally means that Pedro never loved her. Rather, she is one of his trash bin amongst other ladies. Now the question should be revisited. Is Loretta really happy? If you really want to be happy in life, what you need should be of more priority than what you want. A wealthy or handsome man wouldn't give you all you desire in life, but a caring and loving man will. This time, Pedro wanted to do the right thing, but he wasted too long. Loretta just recognized that she deserves more than being used as a stepping stone. Pedro thought it was a joke until she walked out. At that time, Emeka had to leave after waiting for so long, but have you heard the quote which says that you should not try to repent at the 11th hour because you may die at 10:30? Now she has just realized that she has lost the man who once showed her affection, but now he is gone. Now she has to leave with the reality that Emeka is gone. Fortunately for her, Emeka came back and it was like a dream. Loretta would want this dream to become her reality now as she vowed to love him. It was only delayed but can never be denied. What do you call this?
Thanks for watching. Please comment your thoughts and also like and share this video for more super amazing videos that we are bringing to you. And if you're watching from our YouTube channel, you can also subscribe and turn on your notification for more. Thank you.